Asian Games Go. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of eliminations here at the Asia League Summer For the first match today, it's the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka going up against the Blackwater Elite. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First up, for the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka. And small forward number 0, Tanya Pierre. And shooting guard number 8, Takia Fukuoka. And shooter number 10, Kasia Matano. And point guard number 24, Satoshi Ishitani. And power forward number 41, Saya Kawo. The head coach for the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka is Isaac Gordon. And now let's go to the first starting lineup of the Blackwater Elite. Shooting guard number 1, Mike DeGregorio. Commanding number 7, JPM. At point guard number 10, Don Pinto. Small forward number 22, Alain Maliksi. And at power forward number 23, Raymar Jose. The head coach for the Blackwater Elite is Paul Roberts. Officials for the morning are Muhammad Juice from Iran.
Good afternoon and welcome to the third day of action in the Asia League Summer Super 8. We're coming to you live from the Macau East Asian Games Dome for the first game of our another quadruple header. It's the Blackwater Elite of the Philippines up against the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka of Japan. Sadaf Tupas and Judd Sulit bringing you the action. The Blackwater Elite with a 1-1 record, looking to clinch a berth in the semifinals on Saturday. As for the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka, hoping to end the tournament on a winning note. They're 0-2. They can cause some trouble here for the Philippine team, Blackwater Elite.
Like you said, you know, this game, more important for the Blackwater Elite because the Rising Zephyr, unfortunately, even though they figured in 2 closely contested battles, well, they lost their 2 games earlier in this tournament, one against the Long Lions of Guangzhou, the other against the Samsung Thunders of Seoul. Blackwater, however, 1 win and they will advance to the semifinals, which will be played on Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get
Well,
this
this is
game going.
Group B has been very tight as Blackwater wins the tip. Group B made up of Guangzhou Long Lions, Samsung Thunders, and Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka and Blackwater Elite. So that's a turnover in the first possession for the Elite.
What's going to be key in this game, Sadelf, is the card play. You know, the Rising Zephyr relies heavily on their guards. Ishitani is someone who can facilitate very well, but you're looking at that guy, Komoda, and then you got Kobayashi, Yamashita, and rounding them up, you also have a guy like Suyama who can really hurt you from outside, and that's why I talked to Coach Bong Ramos earlier, and they might play some zone in this game, sort of what they did against the Samsung Thunder.
So back-to-back turnovers for the Elite to start the ball game. Absolutely, and we've seen this Rising Zephyrs team gave Guangzhou all that they can handle. So Samsung Thunders also finding it difficult to shake them off. As Kazuya Hatano misses the 3 ball. Komoda. Go to Yo. Ishitani uses the shot fake to draw closer. Mike DeGregorio with the rebound. The Elite with John Pinto, JP Aram, Raymar Jose, Alain Maliksi, and DeGregorio starting out. As Yo buries the 3, it's a quick start for the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka, 5-0.
Not the best offensive start for Blackwater. I feel like their advantage in this game could be underneath with Aram and Jose starting for them. Those are 2 very dependable bigs. Aram started out this tournament with a 20.16 rebound performance against the Thunders, who had several decent big men, and I just feel like size is an advantage that goes towards the side of Blackwater in this game.
But you got to remember as well, for Fukuoka, they've faced some of the strongest big men here. Zheng Shen was one of them, of the Guangzhou Long Lions. Yo, out hustling Maliksi. That's a foul on Maliksi.
Maliksi's second turnover in this game, and it's nothing much happening for the offense of Blackwater. They have attempted only one shot. So that's 4 offensive possessions for them, 1 missed shot and 3 turnovers.
Coach Bong Ramos shaking his head in the sidelines. The Rising Zephyr have Tenyoko Yo, Takuya Komoda, Kazuya Hatano, and Ishitani Satoshi, and Kano Seiya starting out
5-0. It's a good start for the Japanese, and this is excellent for them because they don't even have main gunners Kobayashi, Yamashita, and Soyama on the floor right now.
Yo, picks it out to Ishitani. That's a turnover. Ishitani Satoshi.
I expect Blackwater to play very physical in this game, and I think they're initiating it already with the Yote Nyoku trying to get into the post. And that's why on that kick out, there was sort of some panic on the part of the Rising Zephyr, leading to that turnover.
Ishitani is wishing for the foul on, I believe, Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio, jumper from the baseline. That's good. Blackwater is on the board.
That first make for Blackwater is going to be huge for them. As a basketball player, as a basketball team, you need to understand, you need to see that ball go to the hoop.
It's Kano attacking the basket. Crossover and the left-handed layup over JP Era.
Strong move for Kano. Attacking towards the left. Actually, Blackwater, Alain Maliksi in particular, was saying that, hey, then he ward off in the offhand, but just enough to protect that basketball. Eram will have to be careful because he fouled out of the first 2 games of Blackwater. Imagine he already had 20 points and 16 rebounds against the Samsung Thunders, and that he didn't even finish the game. But he's going to be important here if Blackwater wants to advance to the semifinals.
Gregorio running into traffic. JP Adam. They want their offense to go through JP Adam, but that time, good ball pressure by the Rising Zephyr.
We're not seeing good communication right now between the Blackwater lead. Not looking in sync. As they're down by 5 points here. Di Gregorio has had a couple of turnovers as well in this game.
Yo. Go to Kano. Against Maliksi at the post. Kano spins. Tapped there by Maliksi. Pinto. Di Gregorio. The 3. No good. The tap goes to Raymar Jose, who fires and buries the shot.
But someone is hurt. It's Alain Maliksi. Looks like he got hit earlier. Ishitani coming up to his opponent. Not really sure if it was Ishitani who hit him.
I think it was Kano right there.
But it seems inadvertent though. Alain not appreciating it though. Giving some sharp looks at Kano Seiya.
Well, you know, we've seen the Rising Zephyrs play here 3 times. This is their 3rd game. So, you know they also get physical. But of course, they're not to the point of getting dirty as Komoda gets the 3 to go.
Blackwater already coming into this game knowing that the Rising Zephyr will try to shoot and that they have that ability, but still unable to stop them.
JP Aram underneath gets fouled. John Pinto creating that time.
You know, that should be a good scheme, Sadel, for the Blackwater lead. Get the ball to your big men down low. Aram will be unstoppable, even if there's Kano Seiya and Hatano, Kazuya, you know, the worst thing that can happen probably for them is they draw fouls from those big men, and if they get Seiya and Hatano and Seiya out of the game due to foul trouble, it will open up a lot of opportunities underneath.
Definitely, Rizing Zephyr only listing 9 players for this tournament. So far, they've been playing with an 8-man rotation in their first 2 games. They managed to keep up with the Guangzhou and Samsung Thunders, but ultimately, it fell short, running out of steam in the end. Hatano, step back J, no good. Era lost the handle, picked up by Pinto. Pinto sees an opening, and Pinto scores.
That was a great sidestep for Pinto, completely erasing the defense. Hatano, however, too physical. We did mention that yesterday, that the kind of basketball played in the Philippine Basketball Association is a lot more physical than what has been allowed here in the Super 8. And it's up to these players to adjust.
No, Palma right there, locking up Tenyoko. 4-point lead for the Rizing Zephyr. Komoda trying to find Ishitani. It's off a Blackwater player. Always stay with the Rizing Zephyr with 13 seconds in their shot clock. Kobayashi enters the ball game and immediately scores off that jumper. John Pinto. Jose, nice ball fake. Jose drives. Jose scores!
You see here what happens if the Blackwater Elite try to use their size. They're able to draw fouls. Jose also has the strength to get the bucket. We'll go for the bonus here.
Great move there by Raymar Jose. Jose completes the 3-point play. Blackwater to within 3 here against the Rizing Zephyr's Fukuoka. Tenyoko, Kobayashi, Kano attacks, loses his
that
balance.
cannot be a foul. He just lost his footing. That should not be a foul there. And JP Aram obviously upset, and I think he has the right to be. We'll see it on the replay that he pretty much just slipped, lost his footing.
Blackwater here.
Very unfortunate for Aram and for the Blackwater Elite, because now it's Aram who picks up his second foul. Chris Javier will be inserted into this game, and he will have to step up. But I have a feeling, Sidel, that this will only fire up JP Aram. He has to respond to this positively.
Definitely a huge blow here for Blackwater. Kano lost his footing. Aram was right in front of him. The referee, one of our game officials, whistles a foul, and JP Aram is on the bench.
Well, the size still is there for the Blackwater Elite. You still have Raymar Jose, who has been tremendous to start this ball game.
Go down low to Jose against Yo. Kobayashi in double team is caught reaching in.
That scheme, dumping it down low to Jose, has worked repetitively for the Blackwater Elite, and I don't think they should do anything else at this point. They have drawn enough fouls from the Rizing Zephyr to gain free throws for Jose. At the same time, though, Blackwater also in penalties, so free throws for all defensive fouls in the last 4 and 47 of the first quarter.
Raymar Jose starting out this game very well for Blackwater. Misses the second free throw. Tenyoko with a rebound. Shitani. Tenyoko Yo. Go to Komoda. There's Shitani again. Kano against Javier. The cut from Komoda. Blocked by Palma.
I'm not sure what's happening here. There was a foul whistled by the referees.
That's the second personal foul.
The Blackwater elite really dumbfounded at the action here. Filipino fans inside the stadium reacting as well.
Komoda goes to the line for a couple of freebies. Blackwater still has a chance to barge into the semifinals. Also, Group B could get complicated, Judd, if the Seoul Samsung Thunders do get the win against the Guangzhou Long Lions. Three teams could end up with 2-1 records, but John Pinto able to find the crease in the defense, gets the layup to go.
Pinto has that ability to get to the cup. And he's a wide body for a guard. Usually works to his advantage.
Kano with the offensive rebound to Kobayashi. Komoda, extra pass, Ishitani. Three on the way, no good. And Palma boxing out Kobayashi.
Palma's been very active. And for a guard, he's an excellent rebounder because he has a lot of hops. That time being limited by Kobayashi with that foul.
Renz Palma troops to the line for 2 free throws and can cut this deficit of Blackwater. First free throw for Palma unsuccessful. Knocks in the second. Under 4 minutes remaining here. First quarter of this first game. Day 3 of the Asia League Summer Super 8.
You know, still, for most of this first quarter, Blackwater has been pretty steady even though they are trailing by 3 points. The one thing though that they haven't done the right way is taking care of that basketball. They have 4 turnovers, 3 of those very early in the game.
Those were like in their first 3 possessions. Yamashita, he's behind Pinto, drops it off to Yo, fadeaway. Rebound to Gregorio.
That was good defense from Pinto and Jose. Raymar Jose faked a help and recovered to his man Yo Tenyoko. That's why it wasn't an easy attempt.
Pinto, backs, Pinto. Looking for Jose. Kobayashi with the steal. Pinto, counter steal. Jose drops to the floor, was Pinto, but Raymar Jose continues his solid play for Blackwater with that basket.
8 points already for Jose.
Yo. Tenyoko Yo has been causing problems here for Blackwater. And with that move, he'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
This was the play earlier where Pinto recovered for his miss. And Jose, it looked easy, he looked relaxed, but that was a difficult layup.
Well, definitely, and he got the kind roll that time.
Yo Tenyoko at the free throw line right now. He averages 7.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Rising Zephyr. He's pretty much a glue guy for them. Kind of holds things down together for the entire team.
Very solid, Tenyoko Yo, very reliable. That's a miss from the free throw line. Oh for 2. Blackwater with a chance to get the lead here. Jose. Osaman struggled yesterday against Guangzhou. Pinto attacks. Pinto fadeaway is good.
Again, the strength of Pinto as a guard. Being able to get that separation with just a little nudge.
Another steal here. Turnover. Pinto kicks it out to Zamar.
Oh, Zamar may have gotten away with the travel there. He hopped as he received that basketball. But also at the same time, Sadel, there have been some changes in the rules of FIBA. There's that 0 step that they have adapted, giving a little more leeway to the players in order to execute their moves.
Zephyr go to the line for a couple of free throws. Got an extended first period here. Both teams in the penalty early. Javier, this is the front end. Blackwater.
Well, there has been fouls, Sadov, that have been limiting the Blackwater elite as well. They kind of lost intensity on defense. But one thing good about them is they have more tools than the Rising Zephyr. The Japanese only fielding in 9 players in this tournament and only using 8 in the first 2 games.
Samar lost his balance there, no call.
Oh, Hatano getting called for an offensive foul. Yamashita telling him, you didn't do anything wrong, but the referee saw something else. Well, the referees have been tight in calling this game.
Iranian referee Mohammed Dust has been in the pick of the action. Banal misses that one. Hatano with a rebound. Suyama.
Again, another offensive rebound. Offensive foul rather, and that's Kobayashi getting called this time. And now you have Kobayashi, Komoda, and Hatano all with 2 personal fouls, and that could be trouble with this undermanned Japanese team.
Well, they've committed 9 fouls here in this first quarter, the Rising Zephyr.
For the Philippines, they've committed 7, but the last 2 offensive fouls really hurt the Japanese enough. Even though it did give free throws to the Blackwater elite, it kind of swung the momentum towards the other side.
Bello, Mac Bello trying to back that one in. Hatano with the rebound. Tsuyama. Yamashita, now Kobayashi. Tsuyama. Yo, jumper, rolls out. Roy Suma.
Blackwater now would want to push the pace and keep on attacking. They have the other team in penalty.
Javier misses from point-blank range. Hatano dives for that loose ball.
Basketball has been very sloppy here for both teams.
Inyoko Yo. Tsuyama. Go to Yamashita.
Horns play there with 2 screens being given up by Hatano and Yo.
Hatano, nice move there.
Big man putting the ball on the floor. Didn't really show that kind of move in the first 2 games, but now bringing it out.
Suma. 8-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Roy Suma. NCO. Javier using the fake. Javier trying to use the back. Samar, the teardrop, finally.
He's been looking for that shot all tournament long.
Tsuyama from long way out. Trying to beat the buzzer here in the first quarter. Blackwater elite of the Philippines with a 1-point lead against the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka. Second quarter coming right up.
Pinto.
Second quarter action here between the Fukuoka Rising Zephyr of Japan and Blackwater Elite of the Philippines. Day 3 of the Asia League Summer Super 8. Sedap Tupas with Jut Sulit bringing you the action from the Macau East Asian Games Dome. Blackwater on top 19-18. Rising Zephyrs with possession. Hatano loses the handle. Scramble for the loose ball. Ball will go to the Blackwater Elite. And Jut, we're seeing some huge advantages here for Blackwater in terms of statistics.
Yeah, rebounding has gone their way. 12-8, the current count now. But check that. It's 15-9, and that was because of the size that we identified was the strength already for the Blackwater Elite. That's also why they're shooting so efficiently from the field, Sedel. At this point, after that make from Zamar, they're 9 for 15, good for 60%. They're taking high percentage shots.
The Elite sending the lead to 3 after Paul Zamar makes that teardrop. Bayashi, the 3. That's the front end of the rim.
That is the life of the Rising Zephyr, their outside shots as their initial attack. And for as long as the Blackwater Elite can limit those, then they'll survive.
That's Choyama.
Just as we talk about that three-point shot. Tsuyama gets some space and knocks it down over Zamar.
So it's 3 for 9 from beyond the arc for the Rising Zephyr. Roy Sumang has to get to the cup. His path impeded. Go to the line for a couple of free throws.
I know it's easier said than done, but you know the Blackwater Elite have tools to attack and draw fouls. And if they can continuously do that, it will spell a lot of problems for the Rising Zephyr.
Rising Zephyr with 3 players already with a couple of fouls. We're early here in the second quarter. As Roy Sumang goes 2 for 2, 23-21 for the Elite. Tsuyama to Kano. Yamashita lobs it to Kano. Banal was there for the help defense.
Good help D for Ael Banal. He caught Kanosea from the blind side. Just wasn't able to save the basketball for the Elite.
Baseline inbound. Kano gets away from the defense. Banal was forced to commit that foul.
Now that was good action for the Rising Zephyr. Kanosea slipping in. The reaction of the defense of the Filipinos just a bit too slow.
Kanosea, an enforcer for the Rising Zephyr. Him and Hatano have, they may not be scoring a lot of points, but they don't mind doing the dirty work for the Japanese team.
And those are the guys you love playing as a coach and you love being teammates with as a player because they know their role in the team. They will not try to get it past get the basketball away from the designated scorer, they will just pick their spots and try to help out.
Definitely, designated gunners there are Kobayashi and Komoda. Sumang to Banal. Banal, the runner, no good. Hatano with the rebound. Tsuyoyama surveys the floor. Tsuyoyama with for Kobayashi from the middle. Kobayashi gives the lead back to the Rising Zephyrs.
Fourth three-pointer for the Rising Zephyr out of 9 attempts. Again, they're gonna live and die with that three.
Velo, Banal, 10 seconds in the shot clock. Banal picks it out. Roy Sumang, three on the way. Roy Sumang falls to the floor, doesn't matter. Buries the three to put Blackwater ahead again.
Yamashita, nice crossover, getting rid of Sumang.
Pano misses the three ball. The tap goes to Banal. Banal. Chris Javier misses the layup.
That's already Chris Javier's third Kimmy miss in this tournament. That's gonna be a foul and the make for Kobayashi Daisuke.
Kobayashi in transition. Just a dead shot. Can't allow him to elevate from beyond the arc.
Has been, I'm sorry, Sadov, the speed of the Japanese that's really bringing some damage in this game. That's why they're getting those open looks.
Kobayashi couldn't complete the three-point play, but got the offensive rebound, but there's a violation there.
Well, there's a reason why he got that offensive rebound right after he released the ball. He ran after it already. As the shooter, you're the first one to know whether that shot is gonna go in or miss.
Suma. Look for Samar. Samar draws the foul on Yamashita. That's going to be 2 on Yamashita.
If you're a team scouting Paul Samar, you will know, you should know rather, that he will always try to go towards the middle, and that's what you need to deny.
Paul Samar. A very polished offensive game. Makes the first free throw. Has 5 points in the ball game.
Chris Javier getting some extra minutes here despite some easy misses. He's getting some burn because JP Aram is still nursing 2 fouls on the bench.
Tsuyoyama. Go to Kobayashi. Gets the pick from Komoda. Taken away by Sumang. Roy Sumang to Paul Samar. Left-handed scoop on the fast break. Blackwater once again getting the 2 points.
These two teams going back and forth here. Turnovers playing a huge factor in the game.
Komoda against Bello. Komoda misses. Roy Suma. Ayel Banal. 3 on the way. That's good. Ayel Banal joins the scoring fray for Blackwater Elite. Lead is up to 4 with 6:04 remaining here in the second quarter.
Go.
Back here at the Macau East Asian Games Dome. Game between the Blackwater Elite and the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka. Asia League Summer Super 8 action. Komoda. That's his third foul.
That's important because he's one of the three guys who carries the load, the load offensively for the Rising Zephyr. He along with Chiyama and Kobayashi.
He's a double-digit scorer in the first two games for the Rising Zephyrs. Roy Sumang to Bello against Yote Nyoko. Bello draws closer. Mac Bello misses that one. Komoda with the rebound. Yamashita.
Bello's coming off of an injury. It has been a long time since he last played an official basketball game. Actually, it's here in the Super 8 where he's returning, and you can see that he's still trying to get back into the timing and the conditioning that he used to be in.
Great Mark Bello. The Blackwater Elite whistle for the foul. That situation against Yote Nyoko. Ishitani against Banal. Yamashita. Kobayashi against Paul Samar. Kobayashi, the jumper, well defended by Samar. Bello with the rebound. Sumang. Roy Sumang attacks, kicks it out. Banal. Three on the way. Once again, Ael Banal.
Blackwater Elite bench applauding their teammate. Ael Banal, who's stepping up here. Sumang also doing a great job. There's physicality going on between Samar and Kobayashi. Well, keep an eye out on that. They're at the top of your screens right now. And Bello decking Kobayashi.
Well, Kobayashi has been running through several Blackwater players.
I just feel like Mac Bello should be smarter than that. And Kobayashi, you know, when you're initiating physicality, somehow you also know that you're gonna get hit. He did a good job of running and drawing that, effectively getting Mac Bello's second personal foul.
Kobayashi, one of the smartest players for the Rising Zephyrs, as the inbound play is broken up.
You know, without a doubt, Adolf, you did mention Kobayashi in the first two games of this tournament averaged 13.5 points. Also had 3.5 rebounds.
Atano, Yamashita, ball fake. Over Javier, couldn't get the basket to go. Banal, he's got the hot hand here. Ael Banal, sidestep. Ael Banal, 8 points.
He is showing what he can do. And that's what the Summer Super 8 is for, an opportunity for players and teams to get high-level competition and showcase their skills.
Kobayashi.
Oh! And it was a foul for Sumang.
Fouls on number 6, Roy Sumang.
I thought Sumang caught all ball there again, John. And there's been a few tight calls, borderline calls here.
The referee said it was the impact on the head, and we did see it. Clean on the ball, but there was contact with Sumang hitting the head of Kobayashi.
Very slight contact as Kobayashi goes to the line. This is first free throw.
If I were to identify the most important player on this Rising Zephyr team, I would dare say it's Kobayashi Daisuke. At least in this tournament so far. However, he misses 2 free throws.
Blackwater can extend this lead. Ael Banal. Has the ball in his hands. Sama. Javier. Jose. The bang and the bucket.
And that is the third foul on Kobayashi Daisuke. You know what's happening here, Sidel? It's the second unit of Blackwater. I know Jose started, but when they play in the Philippine Basketball Association, he usually comes off the bench, and that's why right now the main squad or the starting unit of Blackwater on the bench really loving what they're seeing from their teammates.
Oh, definitely, boy. JP Aram, Lane Maliksi, John Pinto. They're loving it. They love what they're seeing. from their second unit stepping up. Roy Suma, Chris Javier, Paul Samar, and Ael Banal especially.
And the Japanese team right now fizzling out enough. They need to get things going offensively. They have been silent for a while.
Matano gets fouled by Yuse. Raymar Jose. Blackwater in the penalty already. And, you know, being in the penalty and, you know, getting people in foul trouble, not as pronounced here as Blackwater compared to the Rising Zephyr, if you're looking at the foul count here.
That's correct. Well, these two teams struggling in terms of that category. Actually, Blackwater got into bigger trouble early in the game, but now catching up. That's because of the aggressiveness of the Elite.
Matano, 1 for 2. It's a 13-point lead. The Blackwater of the Philippines.
Blackwater has already scored 23 points in the second quarter. Sedel, we still have 3.5 minutes to go.
Roy Sumang looking for Chris Javier, too high on the pass.
Sumang quickly apologizing to his bench.
Roy Sumang, what do you think of his performance so far here? Ever since he entered the ball game, Fukuoka has been playing zone, but you know Sumang has been a great playmaker here.
Sumang, when he was in college, was a scorer, but he understands that that's not what he's asked to do here with the Blackwater Elite, especially in the Summer Super 8. He has been such a great spark on defense, coming off the bench.
Step back J from Yamashita.
Very impressive jumper there over a much taller Javier.
Cut the lead to 11, the Rising Zephyrs. Ball Sama, that's another turnover. I think they have 3 already. The ball slipping out of their hands.
Well, combined, these two teams have committed 17 errors in the first half alone. 9 for Blackwater, 8 for the Rising Zephyr. And we did mention earlier, it's been sloppy basketball. So it's a matter of grit, possibly, that will dictate the outcome of this game.
It's a travel on Paul Samar. He was triple teamed that time.
The defense of the Rising Zephyr really suffocating Zamar, and he's starting to get frustrated here.
Yoko Yo. Oh, make no mistake about it, the Rising Zephyrs can play physical basketball.
Absolutely, and it's really remarkable how they pushed the Guangzhou Long Lions to the limit in their first meeting. Long Lions only escaping that by 1 point, by 6 points rather, but you know, they were right there so up until the third quarter. It's just a matter of fatigue that what I thought allowed the Long Lions to get that win.
Can you imagine yesterday, you know, they were down by 16, but they managed, you know, to make a game out of it against the Seoul Samsung Thunders.
And every game for the Rising Zephyr has been very challenging. They belong to a really strong group. Not to take away anything from the other group. They got Long Lions, Seoul Samsung Thunders, and the Blackwater Elite mightily representing their countries.
Two for two. Koyo Yo. Yoko Yo, rather. Pinto. Maliksi has re-entered the ball game. Back out to Pinto. Maliksi, 3 on the way. Air ball. Samar saves it to Jose. Jose barges into a couple of Rising Zephyrs, gets a foul. Go to the line.
Kind of say, now will pick up his second foul. More trouble brewing for the Rising Zephyr as JP Aram checks into the game. Now, Aram also comes into this match with a lot of eagerness. And if you open up this tournament with a solid performance against the Seoul Samsung Thunders, but against the Long Lions, badly limited, was held to just 7 points. Not a lot of rebounds as well.
Couple of threes yesterday for JP Aram against the Long Lions. We'll see if he can atone for that performance. Find Yamashita against Pinto. Yamashita, Atano. Now with Kano. So that sportsman-like foul. There's something going on here. Tenyoko Yo not happy with that foul on Kano. Pinto exchanging words.
This game has been extremely testy here in the first half. Both teams need to be separated. They need to calm down. There was that hard swipe on Pinto and may have deserved that unsportsmanlike foul. Well, what happened there was Pinto fronted Kei Asano and Kano Seiya rather, and what happened was that Kano got the ball underneath the basket. Pinto was left making up for the ground that he lost, making that hard swipe, earning this unsportsmanlike foul, but Kano Seiya could only get one of two free throws.
This is, things can get physical here, especially in this Summer Super 8. But, we're hoping that, every team shows sportsmanship and, of course, not harm, not try to deliberately hurt the players.
Absolutely. And, it's a challenging tournament for all teams, having to play one game for the last 3 days, this one included. They'll get a day off tomorrow, but then those who advance into the semifinals will again play back-to-back games Saturday and Sunday.
Pinto. Maliksi. To Aram. Aram. The jumper is good. JP Aram.
Oh, he had Ishitani guarding him, was practically half his size. JP Aram just put that ball up and took the shot.
Ishitani. Seyo Kano. They go to Hatano. Hatano, Kazuya, that's good.
Jose will need to respect that, but I thought it was okay defense that he played, but Hatano Kazuya is picking his spots well.
Jose runs into trouble. Yamashita to Ishitani, back to Yamashita to a trailing Hatano. Couldn't make the basket that time. Very unselfish play there by Fukuoka.
I think Hatano was surprised about that extra pass. Blackwater, a couple of weak attempts, weak attacks in the basket.
Kano from the corner, no good. That's how we'll finish here. Blackwater, after a flat start, go into the halftime break with a 7-point lead, 45-38 against the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka. We'll be back.
Designated as UNESCO Creative City of Gastronomy. Experience the dive, gourmet style.
Third quarter action about to begin. Blackwater Elite of the Philippines up against the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka of Japan. Third day of the Asia League Summer Super 8 at the Macau East Asian Games Dome. Delf Tupas with Jut Sulit on the call. Blackwater Elite with a 7-point lead against the Rising Zephyrs. JP Era couldn't get the roll, but the foul is before the shot. That's the third on Hatano. So 3 players with 3 fouls as Di Gregorio hoists his baseline 3 ball from the corner.
You know, Delf, earlier the lead of Blackwater ballooned up to 14 points, but it was a 10-3 run from the Rising Zephyr to end the first half. They were able to get back in the game, and Hosen now picking up his second foul.
And Satano was Rising Zephyr going to work inside. Satano will go to the line for a couple of free throws, but in that first half, what did you like about Blackwater's performance?
Well, they were aggressive. They bucked a slow start, got over it after turning the ball away for 3 consecutive times. They got into their groove, and it was really Roy Sumang, I think, who sparked that first half barrage. He got into the passing lane and had a couple of easy lay-ins coming off steals, and when he wasn't running the floor, he was setting up the half-court offense pretty well for the Elite.
So Roy Sumang, once again, a brilliant performance off the bench. Eram, double team, Komoda is there. And Komoda comes away with the basketball. Yo. Hatano, jumper is good.
Errors of Blackwater allowing the Rising Zephyr to knock on their door down to a 6-point lead.
Pinto. Here's Komoda, Cano. Back to Jose. Jose spins. Jose scores. Neymar Jose continues his great performance here. He now has 14 points.
Well, Neymar Jose in the first 2 games did average 12.5 points, and he has that ability to match up against, I think, any big in this tournament.
Ishitani misses the 3 ball. John Pinto surveying the floor. He goes to Maliksi. Maliksi attacks, drops it off to Aram. In and out for JP Aram.
Good pass from Maliksi, but it was pretty tight down low. Credit the Japanese defense there, forcing that miss.
Yoko Yo off the screen. Yo stepped on the line.
Yo just losing his balance along the sidelines. Obviously stepping on the line on that replay. Well, the thing to Delf is, there's a good maybe 3 feet of hardwood after the sidelines, and that I guess gives an illusion to the players that, hey, I still have some space to walk around here.
No, definitely, but this is a pretty good facility right here at the Macau East Asian Games Dome.
Without a doubt, you know, we walked into this arena, and even the receiving area for the fans, for the media, everything looks nice here inside this dome.
Definitely was great hospitality as well by the Asia League organizers. Very professional in their approach. Of course, want to make this league grow as Cano drives and misses that one. Pinto goes to Di Gregorio, closed out. Neymar Jose underneath, threw it up, couldn't put that one in. Ishitani.
I thought Di Gregorio already had that shot before he attacked the basket.
Komoda has been limited by foul trouble. That time couldn't get the basket to go. De Gregorio. Yes, Ishitani, Mike De Gregorio. Maliksi against Yote Nyoko. Alain Maliksi and nothing but net. 52-42.
That's a specialty for Alain Maliksi. You know, he rises so high and releases his shot at the top of his jump.
10-point lead now for Blackwater. Komoda, well defended by Aram. Neymar Jose with the rebound. John Pinto.
I'm sorry, Sidov, nothing has come easy for the Rising Zephyr here.
For John Pinto. Use this pick by JP Aram. Pinto. Three-pointer. Thought that was a long two, but it counts as a three there. 13-point lead for Blackwater.
I'm surprised that Coach Kawai Ryuji hasn't called a timeout here. Things are going Blackwater's way.
Kasia Hatano.
Maliksi did not give him any space, and there was a bump as Hatano went up for that jumper. By the way Hatano plays, you can really tell he has years of experience under his belt. We did mention earlier he picks his spots, but when nothing was happening for the Rising Zephyr, he was the one who's kind of taking charge earlier, trying to operate in the post, drawing fouls, now taking that jumper, again drawing a foul.
He was scoreless against the Guangzhou Long Lions. It finished with a double-digit tally yesterday. Oh, that's 9. Got
9.7 rebounds now. Yesterday had 8 points and 9 rebounds.
This is number 23, that's his third personal foul.
Jose now picking up a foul. I understand Blackwater wants to play physical, but I guess you gotta be a little bit smarter with those nudges. But hey, they're still up by 12, and Jose has contributed a lot to bill him for that foul. However, that's another one called on Maliksi.
Third personal foul, fourth team foul.
Maliksi also with 3 fouls. It's a 4th team foul on Blackwater, essentially putting them in the penalty.
There are now 4 players for Blackwater with 3 fouls: Banal, Maliksi, Palma, and Jose. And with close to 6 minutes remaining in the quarter, Blackwater essentially in penalty.
Komoda goes back. Still Komoda. And another foul here.
Foul number 7, JP Aram.
Now Aram will be the 5th Blackwater player with 3 fouls. Will be replaced by Javier.
Kyle Banalu had a stellar first half. He had 8 points. Returns to the ballgame, replacing Maliksi. JP Aram left frustrated with the calls here.
Has definitely been frustrated. You can tell by his body language.
Your free throws for Takia Komoda.
You see him shaking his head.
Komoda. Well, I do feel for JP Aram. A couple of his fouls were, a bit borderline that time, especially in the first half.
Rising Zephyr, though, still continue to pour points up on the board. They're doing this slowly, and that's basketball for you, Sidov. Even if it's a double-digit deficit you're facing, it doesn't necessarily have to be one big run that gets you back in the game.
De Gregorio, quick trigger there for Mike De Gregorio. Ishitani with a rebound. Kobayashi in position against De Gregorio, posting him up. The turnaround, Jay, no good. Taps it only to Hatano. Kobayashi, they couldn't find Komoda that time. It was wide open. Ishitani, 3 seconds to shoot, trying to drop it off to Kano. Blackwater holding their ground defensively.
That was a good pass from Ishitani. Kano should have made that shot.
Pinto, three ball is good.
Earlier, it was a barrage of threes from the Rising Zephyr. Got them back in the game, but now Blackwater answering. They're 6 for 8 from downtown.
Pretty efficient for the Blackwater Elite. Komoda loses the handle, but it's off. Al Banal. 13-point lead for Blackwater. 4:42 remaining here in the third period. Kano, Kobayashi. We go to Hatano. Hatano, back shot is good. Hatano, Kazuya.
That was a slip right there. Fake the screen and dove hard to the basket. A foul for Kobayashi will be his 4th personal. It was a risky move. He went for the basketball, trying to take it away from Di Gregorio.
That's a big call here for the Rising Zephyrs. Kobayashi caught reaching in to Di Gregorio. One foul away from getting dismissed here. Yamashita replaces Kobayashi.
15 seconds.
11-point lead for Blackwater. You know, this pace, I don't think it's the pace that either team wants to play with, but they're coping with each other. So far, things going Blackwater's way.
Kano, Ishitani, heavy minutes for him tonight, today. Ishitani, cat quick guard, Ishitani, no good on that layup. Di Gregorio.
I like his dribble move with the in and out, the hesitation. Shot just not falling for Satoshi.
Pinto, another three! John Pinto is on fire!
Pinto has knocked down 3 3-pointers on his way to 15 points. He has not missed from the field in 6 attempts.
Hatano Kazuya getting the 2 points there. 61-49, John Pinto. He's got the hot hand. John Pinto gets away, finds Di Gregorio. Another three ball for the Elite. The offense running like a well-oiled machine here. 15 points. Di Gregorio knocking down this one. When he's not scoring, he's creating. John Pinto leading Blackwater to this 64-49 lead, 3:18 remaining in the third.
We gotta be active now. We gotta help each other. Communicate. Talk to each other.
せっかくピックアンドロールしてそこへすぐ次上がってきたけどそれが誰のスペースが誰が一番いいのかって見ないとそこで2人が入ってくるから右からのシューターとプレースしたセンターが入ってると2人でかぶってきたんでいいスピードだけで体にスイッチをするから大輔から J のプレーみたいに絶対うまくいかない
Okay? We gotta play smart.
So John Pinto, 9 points in this period alone, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. How do you like this performance so far from John Pinto, Judge?
Well, let me tell you something. In their first 2 games of the tournament, he only averaged 3.5 points per game. Now he has 15 in total. And Sedel, he hasn't missed from the field. 6 for 6. All of his 3 3-pointers coming here in the third. And not just that, he assisted on 1 3-pointer for Mike Di Gregorio before we headed into that timeout. And Blackwater in this period, 5 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Oh wow, great shooting for the Elite. Mike Di Gregorio thought about the 3. Pinto swings it over to Banal. Javier. 5 to shoot. There's a foul on Ishitani.
That was a bailout for Blackwater. Nothing much was happening with their offense. It was great defense being played by the Rising Zephyr. Just a breakdown with Ishitani committing a foul.
14 seconds.
14 to shoot here for the elite. De Gregorio. Banal, 3 on the way, that's short. Kanosea with the rebound. Ishitani. Ishitani probing. Looking for a mismatch. They go to Hatano down low. Ishitani, extra pass. Kanosea, 3 is good.
Well, Blackwater had to pick the guys they were going to close out to. They sent defenders to Ishitani and Yamashita, leaving Kanosea open, but he knocks down that shot.
De Gregorio, 3-ball. Too strong. Javier battling for the rebound. It goes to Hatano Kazuya. Yamashita now. Ishitani. Kanosea. Yamashita, 8 seconds to shoot. Hatano, they go down low to Kanosea. And that looks like an offensive foul. Kanosea, that's his 3rd.
And this might be one of the games I've covered with the most number of players with at least 3 fouls. You have 5 on the side of the Blackwater Elite, and you have 4 of the 9 active players for the Rising Zephyr.
12-point lead here for Blackwater. Roy Sumang has returned to the ballgame, replacing the sizzling hot John Pinto. Banal attacks. De Gregorio, jumper, it's good. Mike De Gregorio. He's got an awkward release, but you know, Mike De Gregorio, as soon as he gets that ball in rhythm, you can count on him to bury that shot.
You're right, Sadelf. It doesn't matter how you put that ball up, as long as it finds the bottom of the net. Yamashita answering with his own triple.
So Blackwater's lead is down to 11. 3-point shooting here, 8 of 13 for Blackwater, 7 of 17 for the Rising Zephyr. So both teams shooting well from beyond the arc. Sumang trying to break down the defense. Tsuyama with the steal. Kano. Tsuyama. 7-second differential, game clock and shot clock here. Kano. Yamashita. Yamashita kicks it out to Tsuyama. 3 to shoot. Yamashita from a long way out. That throws out. Mike De Gregorio here. Trying to beat the buzzer. Mike De Gregorio unable to put that one through. That's how we'll finish the 3rd period, 66 to 55 in favor of the Blackwater Elite of the Philippines. We'll be right back for the final 10 minutes of this ball game.
Fourth period.
11-point lead for Blackwater. As we head into the final 10 minutes of this ball game. Yamashita attacks, couldn't make the basket. Blackwater starting out with Roy Sumang, Mac Bello, Chris Javier, Paul Samar, and Ael Banal as Mac Bello throws up the three. Couldn't get that one to go. Fukuoka with Komoda, Hatano, Yamashita, Tsuyama, and Kano. It's the 5 on the floor for the Japanese team. Trailing by 11 here. So that we're last name the elimination round. As you take a look at that unsportsmanlike foul.
Well, the referees have been very consistent in calling that unsportsmanlike foul throughout this tournament. Once they spot you not going for the basketball, automatic, that's gonna be more than a regular foul.
Roy Sumang has been the spark plug. What a luxury to have that type of point guard off the bench.
Well, this Blackwater team is loaded. The only thing that could be preventing them from experiencing a lot of success in the Philippine Basketball Association is that they're a young team. They're still trying to gel, but obviously, these players having a lot of eagerness. They want to prove themselves, but eventually they'll buy into the system of Coach Bong Ramos and understand that the way to make themselves get noticed is to win games as a team.
Yeah, definitely, as Paul Samar couldn't extend the lead. Great defense there by Javier. Sumang attacks, couldn't finish. Hatano to Komoda. Daf Tupas and Jut Sulit bringing you the action from the Macau East Asian Games Dome. Komoda, a 3-ball. That's over the top, but taken by Roy Sumang. Sumang kicks it out. Ael Banal, 3, no good. Paul Samar rising for that offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bello.
Good decision for Bello to just reset their offense. Japanese defense closing the door on the Filipinos there.
Sumang, will he beat the shot clock? He does. Roy Sumang. He's been playing a heads-up basketball here.
Sumang will always 100% put you on your feet. And he'll dance with you until that lane opens up for him.
Komoda kicks it out. Hatano. Again, 2 Fukuoka players down on the floor. Javier. Chris Javier over Hatano. The elite.
And JP Aram jumped out of his seat to celebrate that shot from Chris Javier. That is a team applauding the efforts of their teammates on the floor.
Banal, great hustle play. Javier. Play broken up by Yamashita. But the elite, this has been, we're seeing their best basketball so far here in the tournament in this stretch here in the second half.
Absolutely, Sidel. It's Blackwater, they're having a lot of fun right now. And that's what you want. And we actually heard that from one of Coach Bong Ramos's huddles in this tournament. He wants his team, his men, to loosen up and, just realize that, hey, we're not being asked to do much. We play basketball on a daily basis. This is our profession. We know how to do this and get this done.
And definitely having fun as well. When you're not enjoying playing basketball, then what's the purpose of playing basketball? And the Blackwater Elite certainly having fun right now.
On the other side, though, for the Rizing Zephyr, I can feel for the Japanese team. For the 3rd game in a row, it's a case of fatigue kicking in. With only 9 players, 8 of them being used, they look tired right now.
Blackwater up by 17.
Kahit nakasona yan, execute natin, tingnan nyo ha. Paul Samar.
That's a lot, mga yan.
Okay, tapos Chris, dito ka. Okay? Tingnan nyo, pag walang tao sa Pag-bisa natin to. Si Mac Durant to yama kagulong. Sa Wasri, sila mo rito, tatakbo si Paul doon. Ayaw ko kaya ito ha. So lahat ng option meron din ngayon. Now, pag tumaho sila, hit natin talaga si series. Okay? Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Seconds on the shot clock.
7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, and as the Rising Zephyrs return to the floor, I saw a lot of tired men going back to play defense. Sumang, they keep the ball alive here. Blackwater.
Well, imagine, Sadel, some of the teams are already switching up the guys they're using. So, for example, maybe one guy plays today for Blackwater Elite, and tomorrow he plays less minutes. That's not an option for Coach Kawhi Noguchi of the Rising Zephyr, because how do you switch up a unit that consists only of 9 players and his rotation only involving 8? But of course, you know, you can't question the system. It has won them a couple of championships in the Division 2 of the B League. We're just not sure if some of the players of the Rising Zephyr, you know, maybe failed to travel to Macau or are hurt at the moment. And they are lacking bodies. That's why guys like Chris Javier have been able to carve out space in the middle.
Komoda with his 4th foul. Chris Javier finishing another spectacular assist from Roy Sumang. 16-point lead for Blackwater. Hatano. Ishitani, 6.5 minutes remaining. Komoda. Bobbled by foul trouble. Yo. Against Javier. Hikoyo Yo. Takes it out. Komoda. 3 on the way. Couldn't get that one to go.
You see there, it was now a bad miss from Komoda. Shot not looking good because his body is compensating. Legs not exactly there anymore.
Mac Bello gets that one to go from the baseline. Biggest lead for Blackwater. 18 points, Ishitani. Back to Yo. Hikoyo Yo. Fade away. Couldn't get that one to go. Myoko Yo, rather.
5:40 to go here. And, you know, we're seeing really that the Japanese are tired. They, in fact, have fallen into a zone. They usually play man-to-man defense now, but they go to the zone for several reasons. Possibly one of those is because it's difficult. You know, it's tiring to chase one particular guy wherever he goes around the floor.
Absolutely. Blackwater looking good at the moment. You have to be careful here. Rising Zephyrs are known as a team that can pull off, you know, can make it difficult for you down to the final minute. Javier, nice catch, and Javier, great finish. And he's asking for substitution right there.
Well, Chris Javier, not exactly used to seeing this many minutes, but again, he had to be brought in initially because JP Aram ran into foul trouble, but he also played very decently. That last shot credit half of those points to Roy Sumang with a brilliant pass.
Well, Roy Sumang has been all over the floor. Sumang, 10 seconds to operate. Samar, the set shot, the 3 is good. Paul Samar, Blackwater Elite. Playing terrific basketball at the moment.
Here in the 4th quarter, though, the Rising Zephyr have only been able to manufacture 3 points. 15 already for the Blackwater Elite.
Suyama, turnaround Jay, no good. Javier with the rebound. And he is tired, Chris Javier.
But he's fighting. Well, they get a day of rest anyway tomorrow.
Mac Bello. Air ball again for Mac Bello. Komoda. Komoda, nice getaway. Komoda with a left hand.
That was a beautiful move for Komoda Takuya. Getting away from the defense. think I'm tired? Nope, not yet. Komoda hang bang pug in there. Chance for a three-point play.
Coach Wong Ramos bringing the changes here. Pinto, Mike Di Gregorio. Starting guards returning for Roy Sumang and Ael Panal. John Pinto really instigating the breakaway in the third period. Still perfect from the field, 6 of 6 with 15 points.
There were a lot of guys who contributed for Blackwater in this budding win, but yes, you're right, Sadel. You have to credit a lot of that. Perhaps 60% majority owner of this win is Nard Pinto, who was extremely spectacular. Even before he erupted in that third period, he already was bringing some life to the Blackwater Elite in the first half.
Komoda stops. Jumper, no good. Pinto with the rebound. 3 and 10 remaining. Blackwater to stay alive in this tournament. Paul Samar, 3. No good. The cap goes to Yo. Ishitani to Kano. Couldn't control that one. He goes to Chuyama from the corner. Paul Samar with a big rebound.
You know, also something that hampered how the Rizing Zephyr was able to play in this game, especially defend in this game, was the foul trouble that they had to battle with.
Oh, definitely. Kobayashi has seen limited minutes. He's about to enter the game, but it looks like it's going to be too little, too late for Kobayashi. Another turnover.
You know, the foul trouble, that's also why Blackwater enjoyed a lot of points here in the second half in particular. The defense could not open up because they could not sub out their players. There weren't enough warm bodies for the Rizing Zephyr to match up. Kobayashi, if that foul is on him, then that's his 5th.
Raymar Jose had 12 points in the first half.
Foul is on Yotenyoku, so Kobayashi will stay in the ball game. Jose also, so now remember in the first half, he also was the point producer for Blackwater, now with a total of 16.
Tuyama to Ishitani. To Kano. Ishitani, 3, no good. And you gotta like the effort, especially with the rebounding for Blackwater. I do think they have a huge edge in that department.
Yes, the rebounding counts certainly, and it has been their size being imposed in this game. 43 to 35. Atano and Kanoseya, also with the Yotenyoku, practically the lone big man for the Rizing Zephyr. Compared to the Blackwater Elite, there's just too many guys there who can rotate, filling those spots.
Yo draws closer. Jose with another rebound.
More than the rebounds itself, what really tell you about the size advantage of the Elite is the points in the paint, 32 to 10. And that coupled with the 3-pointers of Blackwater, that just continues to torch the Rizing Zephyr.
Kobayashi buckles with another 3, but you know, Blackwater on their way to a big win here. They're second in the Asia League Summer Super 8. They beat the Seoul Samsung Thunder in the opening day. JP Aram attacks. Putback is good.
He wants to make up for the time he spent on the Blackwater bench. Had to sit out for most of this game due to foul trouble. Now let's speak about the Rizing Zephyr. Although they will go down to absorb their 3rd consecutive defeat and will bow out of competition, we have to credit the fight that these men showed. Kobayashi continues to do work even though he saw limited minutes, almost forcing another turnover. The guy I'm really impressed with still is Hatano Kazuya.
Hatano Kazuya. A bundle of energy inside the paint. Mike De Gregorio trying to add to that lead. Jose. Jose playing inspired basketball. Kobayashi throws it up, and Jose with another rebound. Jose stops. That's it. A big win for the Blackwater Elite of the Philippines at the expense of the Rising Zephyrs Fukuoka of Japan, 90-66. They improved to 2-1. That's the third loss of the Rising Zephyrs, as the Blackwater Elite right now with a great chance to enter the semifinals. Of course, Guangzhou Long Lions and the Seoul Samsung Thunders will still play later on. And a win by Guangzhou actually completes the cast. But Seoul Samsung Thunders, of course, also want to go all out for that win. They could see 3 teams end up with 2-1 records, and if that happens, it's going to be a quotient system will be applied. But congratulations to the Blackwater Elite of the
We're here with Nard Pinto of the Blackwater Elite. A huge reason why his team got a 90-66 win over the Rising Zephyr of Fukuoka. Congratulations, Nard. His teammates right here with him. Nard, super important win for you guys. You get the 2 wins and effectively giving you a strong chance to enter the semifinals.
We play our game, so we play aggressive on offense and defense. That's why we win the game.
And also in that third quarter, you erupted 3 3-pointers on your way to 15 points. And not just that, you're also assisting to your teammates. And Blackwater just really caught fire from 3-point range.
I feel like I shoot the ball. That's why I shoot threes.
It's all in the rhythm of the game, I guess.
Yes.
Congratulations, Nard. A big win for the Blackwater Elite. They improved to 2-1 with a 90-66 win over the Rising Zephyr Fukuoka.